Bradley, just what was that moment like when you got the word that you were coming up, and just how'd you find out?
So I was sitting in the ice bath with one of our teammates after the game, and our trainer came in and said, Trimmy wants to see you, who is our manager in Columbus. And it was like 11:30 at night, and I was like, okay. So got out my sliders, soaking wet, went in there, gave him a handshake, and he said, congratulations, you're going to the big leagues. And I mean, it's honestly, that moment, it's hard to put to words, how that moment was. The feeling is something that I'll never forget, and I'm still, to this moment, enjoying it. I mean, it's starting to sink in. So, yeah.
Will you be nervous in your first game here?
I mean, I think it just comes with your first game. There'll definitely be some butterflies, but I mean, I think it'll be good butterflies. It'll be ready to go. I'm excited to play, and more than being, I think, nervous, I'd say.
So that's not something you're expecting to hear when you get out of an ice bath.
Right. Yeah.
Were you aware of some of the injuries that were happening up here, or were you not really following what was going on?
To be honest, I really wasn't following a lot. I didn't know what was. I mean, I knew there was some injuries going on, just because there's been some moves the last couple of days with Robertson and Gonzalez coming up. But obviously mine was pretty last minute, and yeah, I didn't really know what was going on.
What was it feeling like walking in the clubhouse today, seeing your name above the locker, all of that?
It was awesome. I mean, coming in immediately, seeing my name with number 4, and I mean right next to Lindor, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
You sat in here a couple years ago, when you got drafted, just the difference between then and now. Like, obviously it's something you've dreamed of for a long time, but just the difference between that day and even like today, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously getting drafted and coming here was and at the time probably the coolest moment for me, as a baseball player. And up until that point, you obviously dream and try and picture what it's going to be like, this moment, and I mean, it's like I said, it's hard to put into words, just that feeling of accomplishment and just excitement, really.
Were you disappointed when spring training ended and you weren't with the Indians?
Not necessarily. I mean, obviously, I think there's, I wanted to be here, but it was more excitement for me knowing what I was able to do in my time there, and show the staff and these guys, that I'm playing with now, that what I'm able to do and contribute to this team winning, and ultimately that's why I'm here, is to help these guys win, and yeah, I mean, really, that's it.
Who did you get a hold of when you got the word last night?
I called my mom and my dad right away, and then my brother following that. So I mean, obviously they were beside themselves with excitement, and it was really cool for both of us.
Can they get here?
Yeah, they're on their way right now.
Oh, okay.
So they'll be here tonight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you gotten a chance to sit down with Terry or any of the coaches? Have they told you expectations, what to, kind of just play within yourself type of thing?
Right. I wouldn't say expectations. I came in and sat down with Tito right when I got here, and he basically just said congratulations, enjoy the moment, and just kind of took some weight off my shoulders and just said, go out there and be Bradley Zimmer and do what you can tonight and enjoy it.
How big is it that you were able to be in spring training, be around everybody, and kind of know people?
I mean, I thought it was very helpful. I mean, just getting to know some of these guys, and obviously they're not my best friends, and I don't know all of them very well yet, but getting to know them for the brief time I was in spring training, just be around them and interact and get in the cage and play baseball. So I think that was great.
Bradley, you underwent the swing changes last year and stuck with them through some ups and downs. Just how satisfying is it now to carry it through the winter, have the spring you had, and then also see that success continue into AAA this year?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's awesome. I put so much work into that, starting last year through the fall and the off season up until this point, and it's it's showing. So it's pretty cool to see that.
Do you find something just here recently, the last like 20 games, you've been pretty locked in down in Columbus? Was there something specifically that you kind of got comfortable with, or?
I think just relaxing and playing good baseball. I think there wasn't really anything noticeable. I was just relaxed and playing ball.
How much do you think it could help that being called up comes amidst this stress for you, that you have been feeling good at the plate, and this is when you're going to be coming up here?
Yeah, I mean, essentially, I'm just treating it like another day. I was supposed to be in the lineup today in Columbus, and instead I'm in Cleveland. So either way, I was gonna be playing, and that's the way I'm treating it. It's just playing another baseball game.